embrace your language, embrace your culture, because we are losing our culture and languages. We have already lost a few languages. We are losing more to tell our kids not to speak in Punjabi, not to speak in Urdu, only speak English. No, English is not our first language. Jannat se bheja gaya mujhe.
Hello, my name is Eline Perez and you're listening to Are You an Artist? Today's episode is with Rahab Munir and it's about singing and the guitar, photography and languages. I'm so happy to have Rahab in the podcast. She's got such an interesting life and is a beautiful person. And she also sang for us, so enjoy this wonderful episode. Dear Rahab, I am so happy to finally have you in the podcast. When a friend of mine discovered a video of you singing, she said, "This woman is an angel." And indeed, you have such a beautiful voice that it doesn't seem human. You are also a music producer and songwriter, a graphic designer interested in photography. You grew up in Pakistan and arrived in London 3 years ago to study again and work here. You are a super strong woman, very unique and bright. You know very well the first question of this podcast. Rahab, are you an artist?
Well, I will say, first of all, thank you for the introduction. I think you have researched a lot about it. So I'm obliged to be on the podcast. And I am trying to figure out if I'm an artist or not. Mm-hmm. Or if an artist has to be a recognized artist or a star. What is the difference between a star and an artist? And I think I can call myself an artist and not a star.
Yet.
Yeah, yet. And I'm okay if I'm not.
And how did you start singing? Do you remember?
Yeah, so I grew up seeing my father singing, my mom, and few of my aunties. And whenever there's a function, people used to tell my dad to sing. And that's how we grew up. Like, it's very normal in our family to do singing and stuff, like not in a professional level, but on a family level. So I always felt that I have that germ in myself as well. Mm-hmm. And then I used to sing and listen to classical music, which I'm mostly interested in, because there's a lot of learning when you listen to classical people. Mm-hmm. Like I have few people from my country, which is like Mehdi Hassan Khan Saab, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, and from India I like Lata and Bade Ghulam Ali Khan and Ghulam Ali. Like these are the people I like to listen to.
Mm-hmm. And would you also play instruments like growing up?
Yes, I remember I used to see every day that I have a piano. It's lying down in the store, and it was my older sister's piano. Mm-hmm. And she never used to play it. I think she never have interest in that. I don't know. But when I was in 3rd, 4th grade, and I asked my parents that can I take it out of the storeroom now, and I want to practice. Mm-hmm. And every day when I used to come from the school, I used to sit and practice and try to figure out the notes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes.
And you also play a little bit the guitar now, and
yes.
Did you do that there also? Or?
Yes. So to be honest, I was never interested to play piano or a keyboard, but it was there in my house, so it was easy access, right? Yeah. But I used to dream for guitars. I used to wake up and I used to tell my mom that I am dreaming guitar and I'm playing it. I feel like I already know how to play it. Wow. So can I have it? And I remember my dad used to work for a normal company in Dubai. Mm-hmm. And barely we used to entertain ourselves in a month sometimes. Mm-hmm. But one day he was coming back and I asked a request that can you bring me a guitar? Mm-hmm. And he actually bring me a guitar. So he is the person who bring me my first guitar.
How old were you?
I was in college, so might be like 19 or 20.
Okay.
20 years old, yeah.
Wow.
I waited for a long time. Yes.
And then it arrives.
Yes.
How do you write songs? And you mostly write in Urdu, right?
Yes, I think that's my comfortable language. And I can also write in Punjabi. And those are, because I'm Punjabi, I'm from Lahore. So I think these two languages I'm very comfortable in. I write my songs when I have a broken heart. I think I've never, there are very few songs of my own when my heart is not broken. But then I've moved to write songs on environmental pollution and environment and other miseries of the life. So it shifted. And I think it's because of my age. Like I'm not thriving for love anymore, for like one-to-one love kind of thing. It's more towards love for all the people in the world, I guess. Yes.
Communities and stuff like
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
And you also did a TEDx talk on the impact of various sounds on the mind.
Yeah.
So how did that interest you and how did you do this?
So one of my friend called me one day and he was like, some of the people are doing the TED talk in Pakistan. So it's the first TED talk in Pakistan for the youth, basically. And I had a disease called Meuniers, and it is caused by my tinnitus in the ear. It's been 7-8 years, and I listen to the music and sounds in an environment in a very different way. So I wanted to tell people what this disease can do and how you have to take care of your organs. And I have done a lot of research for like 5-6 years now, and I am a living example of that disease. So people take their organ very light, and they consider themselves like they can go and exposed to the loud noises and stuff like that.
Yeah, like concerts.
Yes, but humans are not made for these things. We are very fragile and we are using our capacity too much, and it can lead to something very dangerous, like I have been through. So I am so happy that I got this opportunity. And in that opportunity, I told the students how to take care of your mental health and how you should be taking care of your organ, because this age you feel carefree basically.
Yeah.
You don't care much about yourself. You are in the zone that you're the most powerful species in the whole world.
And you don't have many problems, so you don't think you can have problems.
I think that is why I got this issue.
Yeah.
And I think I want to work more towards these kind of techniques where I can tell people how to manage their brain through different kind of sound wavelength.
So it's
basically
like listening to different sounds?
Yes.
Or is it also singing or?
So have you heard about sound wavelength? Because you are a yoga teacher, you have heard about
Yeah, I heard
wavelengths.
quickly, but I can't remember very
So
well.
there are few wavelengths, sound wavelengths, which are not good for humans. And there are few which are very good. Like there is certain kind of hazards tunings where you can find the notes, and when you hit those notes, it opens your aura, like brain cells, and it makes you healthy in your body. So I think people need to know which sounds are good for us and which sounds are not good for us. So yes, and I want to research more
Which
about.
Which sounds are not good for us? This kind of British women speaking.
I think the biggest example of not good sounds is the tube sound.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's not good. It's very sharp. And even when you wear your Apple Watch and it says now it's harmful for your ear.
Yeah.
So it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And loud concerts, super loud concerts, of course, are not good, I guess. Which we are not going to do.
No, I mean, I don't go so much there. It's more the tube.
It's too much. You're already on the path of listening to good stuff.
That's good, okay.
And I'm impressed by your maturity at this age, honestly.
Thank you.
I hope I met you like 10 years back.
Well, I would have been completely different. You also worked for film productions when you were younger. Was it when you were a child or more teenager? And how was that experience?
So I studied in an art school. So sometimes a few of our senior students started working in production houses and stuff, and they need people for their help. And I think that leads to work for production and even being like acting in the dramas and singing for dramas. To be honest, it's fun. I think that is why I'm made to do these things basically, and which I'm not doing. I am living a London life at the moment, working too hard.
Business.
Yeah.
And why did you decide to study and to go into graphic design? Was that something you liked when you were younger, or how did you discover?
So from the beginning, I was making art. And I think that's the natural thing which I can do. A plain paper or anything on the paper is what I am made for, I guess. I can't do mathematics or things like that. I remember my mum once told me that if you are gonna take science, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy you new books, and I'm gonna buy you new bag. I was like, whatever you buy me, I'm not gonna study science.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it. I don't want to fail. Let me do whatever I like doing. And I think that's the right way of being successful when you choose your own subjects, what you like doing. And I think I'm made for these things.
That's a very strong thing to be able to say that to your mom, I guess.
Yeah, in that age when you can have an influence of your parents, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's hard sometimes to...
I think I'm really rebellious. I remember I'm wearing a watch in my right hand.
Yeah.
And I always wear a watch in my right hand.
Yeah.
And people are always saying, why do you wear a watch in your right hand? And I was like, it doesn't make sense if I have two arms and I want to wear where I want to wear.
Yeah.
So why I have to follow the league?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense, to be honest. For me, what you like, do it. Ease yourself. And be happy, because we are in this world for a very less time.
And why coming to London?
Oh my God. Why are you asking me this? Yeah, of course.
Such a different life, I guess.
I knew it actually.
It's cold.
It's gonna be cold.
And dark.
Dark. And also it's gonna be like too much work.
Yeah.
And in my country, of course, I used to drive my own car. I used to have my own apartment. My life was really settled, but it was boring. I think I have a thing that when everything is okay, I feel bored. I think I need to say thank you or shukr to God when I'm having like everything in my life, which I'm not doing. That's why I'm here, suffering now. No, I wanted to study 3D animation. So I took a course in master's to do computer 3D animation, which I've done. Enjoyed it, but it's tough, very tough. Still want to practice it, but don't have time.
You have a bit of mathematics in that, no?
It is, yes. A little bit of, even in graphics you have, but because when you have to print something or when you have to make a canvas as your screen where you need to see everything is aligned, mathematics involved in it as well. But sometimes you get so good that you don't need. It's like.
Yeah, you can use your intuition in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to think so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have you been like this where you don't want to use the mathematics and you're using your brain?
Yeah, and I was not strong enough because in high school I've chose science because people told me to choose science.
Exactly.
And I was like, what am I doing here? And I did it, and I worked very hard and I had good grades, but I just felt a bit like an alien coming from Mars into like the planet and looking around. But I met very good friends, so that was nice. But I'm not very good at, like even now, administration. I need to force myself to do accounting and to, pay things, and I don't like numbers.
I think at least you know the basics so you can manage your life.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to be a millionaire, maybe you can hire somebody. Why do you have to do the mathematics yourself? You just need to know the numbers, how many zeros of pounds you have. Really, yeah?
Yeah.
You good, honestly. Yeah, you can manage.
When did you start becoming interested in photography also?
Since I studied photography.
You studied photography?
Yeah, so I've done bachelor's in fine arts, right? So in fine arts, you study most of the subjects, right? So, in one semester, you have 6 subjects. So you learn a lot about other artistic stuff. So you can do
Oh, wow.
multimedia, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so, but to be honest, I didn't have money to buy one camera when I really was thriving to have one. I honestly used to rent cameras to do the shoots sometimes, and half of the money I used to pay to the camera people. But I think it's a very unique skill and has a lot of potential. And I think I am really similar to my father. My father used to have like 3, 4 cameras. Yes, the reel cameras, the Fuji reels.
The one that you
Yes.
Then you have to print the
Yeah, exactly. I think I still have those ones in my Pakistani house. So yes, I think my father used to have a lot of interest, and I adapted all of those interests
You're
from
like
him.
your mini father.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think he also had suffered a lot because he was not a corporate guy, and he used to work as a corporate person, but he was very artistic. He used to write poetry and
wow.
yeah, and also do the photography and singing. And I think I'm like him. Yes.
Oh. What would be your dream job or your dream life here?
I don't want to do a job, so it's no dream job for me. One thing I want to do, and it's a million lottery. I want to put a lottery, win the lottery, and okay, Allah Hafiz, bye bye. I'm going to invest the money, and then money is going to come. That's it. So for me, no, sorry. I think I want to generate money in a very easy way, which I'm always thinking how to generate money. So no job, please. But yes, maybe in future I want to do my own business or anything related to things where I can manage properties and stuff, get money and do some creative stuff. Yes.
Because you mentioned like getting your own studio and
Yeah.
also maybe taking like people's photograph and things like that.
100%. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm not seeking money from those things.
Yeah.
If it comes, I know it's not going to be enough. But
do you have your inspirations and recommendations?
Of what?
Artists that you like, people that you discovered recently?
I've discovered you.
Cool.
You're a beautiful dancer and a very beautiful person.
Thank you.
And I recommend people to watch your podcast and your dance because I believe that people on mainstream already have a fan following. We need to find people who are really good, like where they can actually have a fan following and they don't. So yes, I like authenticity and real things. I think people who create their own stuff, and I am really inspired by people who have a routine, like you do podcast, no matter what you do it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about you. And I learned from you that consistency is very important. Even I learned it from my sister. And I don't want to recommend people who are already famous. I want to recommend people, please watch out the people in your surrounding and see how you can take inspiration from. Those are the heroes, actually.
Yeah. There are so many creative people in London also. Like,
Exactly.
go to galleries and you can see
Exactly.
so many different. Yeah.
And for my people, I know they're going to listen to this podcast as well. I want to tell them that embrace your language, embrace your culture, because we are losing our culture and languages. We have already lost few languages. And when I talk about languages, people don't consider that those languages are our languages. No, they were our languages. We have lost it. But we are losing more to tell our kids not to speak in Punjabi, not to speak in Urdu, only speak English. No, it's not our language. English is not our first language. So I think authenticity has so much power. And like I went with you to France, I have seen authenticity where I can ask for the coffee and they don't understand. I love it. I'm asking for oat milk, they are giving me hot milk.
It's such a French accent. Like, yeah, oat milk.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I love the authenticity of places.
Yeah.
And for my people, whoever listens to this podcast, please be authentic.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you have other places you would like to discover after discovering France and
100%. I want to go. One of my Chinese friend tells me that I have to come to China, and I really want to go to China. I know they have a very old history, of course, as well.
Yeah.
And I want to go to China. Also, I want to go to other places in Europe. And also, I think I have not explored my own country properly. We speak so many other languages which I even don't recognize when people are speaking.
Wow.
I need to learn my own country as well, I guess.
I could see you performing concerts in very, very different places, like in France, in Italy, in China.
Hopefully. At least 1 or 2 songs. I don't ask for more because I don't think so I have a stamina.
And do you have singers that you follow?
Yes, I have few friends. Like one is a rapper, Sunny Khan Durrani. He is very famous and he has authenticity in his work. And also, I have few people from Pakistan. We have a biggest show in the world which is called Coke Studio. It's a famous.
I remember you sent me one.
Yeah. I think we are doing really well in music, of course. I think music, and also we need to tell people in our country, if somebody's dance really well, they are not being appreciated, especially women.
Oh.
So I want people to consider that if women are doing something, it's not about their bodies, it's about their art.
Yeah.
It's not about their sexual intentions, it's about their art. Please consider that they are dancing for the art.
Yeah.
So we need to learn a lot. By coming here, I've learned that we need to loosen up a bit. And I think meeting people here made me realize how every person on the earth, even they are speaking different languages, they have the same heart, same emotions, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. Like you.
Like you.
When are you doing a thing with me? So I sing, you dance. Whoa.
Well, when you are not working so much.
Yeah, I need to stop working. Yeah.
But me too, I'm working a lot these days.
Yeah, you are actually, yeah.
Let's go into the random questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What makes you laugh?
Tickling. Being with my friends who don't judge me and who are insane like me. Yes.
Do you believe in talent?
Very less. I believe in talent, 20%. And other than that, it's like how you present yourself and how much effort you make to make yourself somewhere. Yes. Do you believe in?
Less also.
Good.
Because I used to think, oh, this person is very talented. But then you realize, oh no, they've worked very hard for like 15 years.
Yes.
And so, yeah. So I really like this, so that if you work, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Of course, it depends if you have the chance to also be surrounded by the right people. But yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I think I also believe the same.
Do you prefer silence or small talk?
I prefer both. Sometimes when we are getting to know the person, we can do small talk. And if I know the person, I'm better off with silence. Yes.
Do you like to go to the supermarket?
Why not?
Some people hate it.
No, I like going to supermarket to buy stuff, yeah.
Do you make a list?
Yes, I do make a list. Sometimes I forget it in the house.
Okay, so on the paper, not on your phone.
No, I make it on the paper and I forget it in the house before going. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, what did I write? I need to remind myself. Yeah. Do you like to go?
Yeah, it depends. I like to go when it's not too many people.
Okay.
I don't like supermarket on Saturday.
Yeah, I know you. You don't like any place where too many people. You rather go to the place where it's shutting down.
Yeah.
And you just look at the place. I know you. Yeah.
And yeah, I like it because now also I have money to buy food.
Oh, wow. Let me steal some. Where is it?
Because I used to like go to the supermarket and it's stressful because you need to count everything you buy to make sure that you can pay for that. So
that's London, baby.
That's London. If you could have dinner with anyone, alive or dead?
Oh, come on. Alive, of course, not dead.
But you can choose someone who is dead. And
Okay. I got scared. It reminds me of Halloween, actually. Okay. I would like to have dinner with my whole family together. My mom, dad, my sisters, me. Yes.
Where?
Anywhere in the world, but together. Because we are very separated. My sister lives in Canada, one lives in London, my parents are in Pakistan. It's very rare when we are together. So it's a blessing when we are together. Yes.
If you could have a parallel life,
Yeah.
so you have your life but you have another life,
Okay.
what do you do?
I think I already have a parallel life. In my head, I'm very rich. And I feel rich and I spend like rich. Yeah, I have a parallel life. And then it strikes on my brain and I was like, shit, man, I don't have any money in my account. What do I do now? Yeah, that's happening. And then I'm asking my sister, can I have some pounds, please? Yeah, I think I have a... So yeah, if truly I tell you, I want to have a parallel life where I'm a superhero. Like a Spider-Man or a Wonder Woman. I want to help people, actually.
Yeah.
I want to heal people. No matter what. I want a power to heal anything like disease or if they don't have money. I want to help, yes.
Oh, I could really see you with a costume.
The costume. I think you need to design it.
Yeah.
Make sure you design a wing, please. I like wings.
Oh, yes. Oh, I could really see you with wings.
Yeah.
Could see you fly.
Black one. I like black wings.
If you have one day to live.
To live?
What do you do?
Oh my God, these questions are like giving me anxiety.
Sorry.
No, it's a good one. So, I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest, meet my favorite people and telling them that how much I love them and telling them to do nice things when I'm not around.
And if we are all dying?
If I'm old, dying?
No, if we are all dying, so your friends as well
are dying.
Yeah. You just have one day to live and then like...
I'm going to be running because I'm going to be very anxious.
This is a horrible question.
It is actually. What do you do? What do you do if you are dying?
I think I'll just relax.
Okay. And how do you want to die?
In my sleep.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how actually, do you want a person to come and tell you, let's go?
That's your time is done. It's over. I think maybe I prefer not to know.
Okay. But you know if the day is this day and you will be okay? No anxiousness? No anxiety?
I mean, yeah, I'll be okay because I know I'm...
dying.
I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I think if I have a disease, then I know I can try to do things then I'll be anxious. Because I'm like, maybe, yeah, maybe no. But if you're gonna die, you're gonna die, I guess.
Okay. It's, I can't operate like this. I don't know how to stop my anxiety. When I know something is bad is happening with me, I don't know how to stop it. Yeah, and I get very anxious.
Yeah.
How do you see yourself in like 5 years?
I don't know. I don't really plan the future because every time I plan the future, it really doesn't go the way I plan. So, and now that I relax and I just let things happen, I feel like I'm going towards the right direction. So I just try to keep listening to my body and what I feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I do something wrong, I feel uncomfortable.
Okay. And what do you do when you feel like uncomfortable?
I'll try to first relax.
Okay.
And just, I try to question myself. Okay, what is it? Maybe I said something to a friend. Maybe I accepted the job that is not gonna bring me something good.
Yes. So you are very intuitive. You are actually making a technique where you can go into your intuition
Yeah.
and ask if that's right for your body and soul.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I used to resist that for a long time and try to control things and
Yeah.
then listen to people who tell me, you should do this, you should do that, you should not do that. And I realized actually it doesn't work at all for me.
And this is what I am learning from you,
Yeah.
honestly. I used to listen to my intuition from the beginning. Like my mom told me to choose whatever she wanted me to choose, which I didn't. But, you know, a lot of failures in relationship made me feel so weak that I've been listening to other people about my own decisions. And it doesn't serve me a purpose, honestly. So I guess now I am tuning myself. And I think it's very important.
Yeah. I can see that you're doing that though.
Thank you so much.
That you're like paying attention to things and
Yes.
yeah.
And I think when you meet good people and when they accept you the way you are, they actually help you to become who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. I found in London, I found many more people like this.
Same.
Who let you be whatever
Yes.
you like. They don't care.
Exactly. Yes.
And do you have anything you would like to learn to do? Anything new?
Yes. I want to play an instrument, which is either guitar or a piano, so perfectly that I can sing any song I want to while I'm playing piano.
Wow.
That's what my dream is. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
Oh, wow.
Yes. What about you?
Well, I mean, I'm already learning it, but yeah, learning the guitar and to sing is something that is really important. And I know it takes time. So...
But you practice every day.
Yes, I do.
And I know when I met you, you only used to hold one string and now you can play a whole song. And I love your voice when you sing. It's very soothing. And I love your accent. Come on. I love your accent. Yes. Every song when I listen to in your voice, the last song, Billie Eilish song you sent me. And I was like, no, man, is a Billie Eilish song? Because it has a new flavor to it, honestly. Yeah, I loved it.
So do you want to finish by playing?
Yeah, I can try actually.
Something.
But I think I
will give you some space.
Okay, so this is one of my own songs. I wrote it and I composed it. And I have not been singing this song for a while, so I don't know how I sound. It's okay. जन्नत से भेजा गया मुझे वहाँ प्यार से रखा गया मुझे आदत नहीं है ये जुल्म सहने की जो मेरी हवा में शामिल हुई रोको 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 इसे ये धुआं सा क्या है, क्या जल रहा है कोई, आतिश फिशां, आतिश फिशां, आतिश फिशां, क्या जल रहा है कोई, आतिश फिशां.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.